Hello my dear friends, good afternoon, yes. Driving the streets of Vračar, the historical municipality in Belgrade, one of the top 4 municipalities with regards to the, I don't know, cost of living, and has changed a lot. Look at these tall buildings now. This did not exist here a few years ago. Some of these guys also did not exist here, but the parks did, and much more kafanas. Now there are fancy cafe bars all over the place. There is, however, one bakery that has been here for the last, I don't know how many years, a lot. And now we'll be taking the left turn to Slavia Square with its famous musical and light fountain. I mean famous in terms of the discussion whether it belongs there or not. The electrical scooters are, as in all other countries, here as well, I mean, started being very popular. I used to have one last year, actually also in the beginning of this year, but it went kaput, as the Germans would say, and then I returned it, and interestingly they did return the money to me, because it was only, I don't know, 1 month or something since I bought it, maybe a month and a half, something like that. To the left from us now, I mean, it was the Temple of Saint Sava, the largest Orthodox temple, I would say, in this part of the world, and except for one in Russia, also the largest worldwide. Sunday early afternoon, quiet streets of Belgrade. I mean, relatively quiet situation as far as traffic is concerned. I only wish this would be the case every day, but unfortunately it's not. This is the only moment where you can really enjoy essentially driving the streets of Belgrade, especially if the weather is nice, as it is today. But interestingly, this morning, early morning, it was heavy rain in Belgrade, and actually a very heavy rain. But you see now it's almost everything is dry, and this is the fountain I was talking about, and this is the famous Slavia Square, one of the, actually the second most important square in Belgrade. And we are going into one of the, let's say, also historic streets of Belgrade, the Belgradska Street. I mean, it's interesting to have a Belgradska Street in Belgrade. So to the right from us now, it's one of the nicest streets in the town, called Njegoševa, and then as well Krunska, which is also considered to be one of the nicest. This will be the next one, but we are not going to turn there this time. And the next is the famous boulevard. It used to be called Boulevard Revolucije, the Boulevard of Revolution. This reminds me on the famous Plaza de la Revolución in Havana, Cuba. A huge square, completely empty, with governmental buildings around it, and the statue of Jose Marti, I mean the Pater Familias, let's say. Not Pater Familias, but Patria de la Nacija. Tashmaidansky Park, I mean Tashmaidan Park, to the left and right from us. There's a small park on the right and a large one on the to the left, and at the end of this park is practically the building, well, the Church of Saint Marco, and after that the building of the Parliament of Serbia. We are now driving to the continuation of this Belgradska street. In this part it is called, I'm not really sure, Starine Novaka, yes. I mean, this is something that I always forget. And there is a nice new residential complex here, built by the Israelis. Well, one of the, most quality built residential complex in the town. And going down to the famous Cvicheva Street and Dimitrija Tucovića, depending on which part we are talking. We'll be turning left. We are now at the heart of Palilula municipality. In front of us now, some 300-400 meters, is the famous sports hall called Pionir. We know it as the sports hall of the Red Star basketball club, but actually it's much more than that. There is also an ice hall where you can do ice skating and ice hockey. There are tennis courts and various other, sports options there. To the right, if we will be taking a right turn, we will end up at Zvezdara municipality, and all the way to Zvezdarska bolnica, the Zvezdara hospital, one of the most famous one in the city. But as I said, we are turning left. This part of the street is already called Cvicheva, unlike the other one to the right. That was, in the slang it's called Dimitriala, but essentially it's Dimitrija Tucovića. Okay, that much for now. We'll talk to you soon again.